I bend those rods, the straight rod that comes down. See how it moves freely when you first take this apart? That is bent to where it sits tight in the channel and creates a lot of resistance. First step, bend that. Second step, grease everything up. Obviously this is after cleaning everything. Your squash washers have channels. The bearing, the gold bearing that sits inside the channels of the squash washers. That goes on after your number 1 spring, then your number 2 spring. Okay. And your hands up a little bit. You don't want to get your bolt handle greasy because you got to tighten this down after. Slide your firing pin in. Put that back in. Okay. Then you put the big washer on. That comes with your Desh Industries bolt lift kit. This is the stainless one. And that is how easy. You just lock that back into place. You can see my lift kit there. Lock that back into place. Oh, sometimes it's a pain. It's better to use something that won't scratch up your bolt nor chew up your finger. So I just use this case for my tool usually. Oh yeah, she's got lots of pressure in it now. Oh, this does not help. My hands are greasy. There she goes. Just a little bit of a battle. Makes it nice and smooth. One finger operation. When I first got this gun, I used to have to smack it like that to get it should be able to do that. One finger operation. clean the grease off my gun. And so that's 2 Savage Axis. This one's an XP 30-06 Savage Axis XP that I just did the lift kit on. That's my deer and elk rifle. And then this is my son's 6.5 Creedmoor that I did the bolt lift kit in. So I did the lift kit in this as well. So when you do these lift kits properly, there's a couple things a lot of people don't do. That they'll put the lift kit in and then be like, it's still stiff, like I still fight to unlock it. One of the big things is bending that spring, number 1 spring, straight. 2, making sure you apply a fair amount of grease to it. And then, yeah, for sure, there's a little washer that goes in between. You pull that out in between the 2 springs. That's the factory one. What replaces it is the Desh Industries bolt lift kit bearing. Clean everything before you install the kit and grease it. So I'll just use, this is an all-in-one gun cleaner, lubricant, prevents rust, protectant, and cleaner. So yeah, all-in-one. I just clean it with that. Then install the lift kit and grease it all up. And then for this gun, because obviously this is the XP, it doesn't have the Accu trigger. My son's has the Accu trigger. So I also ordered, so the Desh Industries bolt lift kit comes from the States. That's where the guy who makes it's based out of. I was trying to get my hands on the, what's that company? M-Carbo trigger kit for my gun. But nowhere locally has it. And then when I tried to order it from their website, they won't ship to me. So what I did to see if it was a waste of money and time, considering I waited probably 2.5, 3 weeks in shipping, is I ordered from Australia a Gunbloke trigger kit. So basically this kit just comes with let's see, it comes with a locking nut and a new over travel screw, and then it comes with the trigger spring, and then also the sear spring. So basically you just replace all the springs, trigger spring, sear spring. This new over travel bolt allows you to make adjustments to your spring, which will then in return give you different pounds of pull, I guess. So what I did with the original trigger is I just cut the spring. There's actually some of the coils in here. I think I cut one full coil. I was gonna cut another half or another full coil. So you do that with starting with maximum a full coil. Cut that out. test your trigger. If you want to go get a little bit lighter of pull, then you from there you cut half, half. And if you do too much, obviously your trigger won't work, so you do it carefully. But yeah, I ordered this kit, it just arrived, so I figured instead of cutting my trigger spring, my factory trigger spring anymore, I would just try out that kit, see how it works, or if it works at all. I've read reviews that, like a lot of people said, that they liked the kit, and then there was one guy on there that said it didn't work for his Savage Axis XP, which is what I'm using though. And the company basically messaged or commented back saying he didn't follow the instructions because it is designed to work in Axis XPs, Axis 2. So and this one, I got my son this for Christmas. It's going to be his first deer gun, first ever deer gun. And I'll take him to do some coyote hunting with it as well. 6.5 Creedmoor. This is 30-06. This is my deer and elk gun, moose. It's my big game gun. And I mean, anybody who knows or likes 30-06 has their reasoning for it. It's a great all-purpose rifle. There's not much that you can't do with it for when it comes to hunting. So yeah, this is factory coating, camo coating. This is a custom paint job I did on my son's. When I bought this rifle, it was all black, and I knew he probably wouldn't like it. I didn't really like it, so I painted it before I gave it to him on Christmas, and he loves it, and I do as well. So yeah, this has got a cheek riser on it as well, kind of help him set his height to get a comfortable position to look through the scope. Yeah, I would say it turned out pretty good. Oh, and then I did get him a sling for his gun that I haven't installed yet. I could have swore I did. I must have took it off when I painted it and where I put it. That's a good question. And then yeah, like this gun, the scope is Bushnell fixed Power 4, I think it's called. I wouldn't be able to read anymore because I painted it. Probably won't be able to read that. Yeah, all I can read is Bushnell Sport View. But yeah, it's a fixed scope, non-adjustable. It's good for up to about 150 yards, which for his first deer, that's kind of the range we're gonna try and keep it around 100 yards max. Get him a nice close, easy shot to figure out ethical hunting, ethical shooting, shot placement. Without having this big overpowering scope. It's also more robust and durable, banging it around in the bush. Fixed scopes there's a lot less that goes wrong than with, something like the Vortex scope. So this will be what I upgrade him to. I want him to use this scope to take down his first deer. After he takes down his first deer, we're going to Vortex for him. And then, yeah, his has got Burris mounts and rings. It's the quad lock rings. Mine, I think with it, yeah, this one, they're Vortex rings. And I have a Vortex scope level on my scope. But with mine, I got the one piece base, scope base, and then these are just single screw mounts. They're Vortex low profile Hunter, but I did end up buying the Vortex quads, so I do plan to install these, but I just got this scope dialed in really good. So I'm like, man, do I want to do another bore sight laser and then go to the range and let off a bunch of rounds to resight it all back in? Or do I just leave the setup as is for right now? Kind of wait till I have a couple other things to do. Possibly like upgrade to an even better and bigger Vortex and give him, my son, this one. So that's probably where I'll place my aim, no pun intended, is when I switch this to his gun and I upgrade my scope, then I'll upgrade the rings as well. And then these will just be backup scope rings because his, again, Burris is a great brand. They're quads. So I wouldn't plan to put these Vortex on with this scope if I choose to do the swap. Nobody's in the comments, eh? I tried going live on the laptop for the first time for YouTube Live, and it wouldn't let me turn on my camera, but it actually let me, pick my title, put a description, but I couldn't get the camera to come on. So I'm assuming, like, I stream on a lot of other platforms, and I get good numbers, good views, a lot of commenting, a lot of interaction and engagement. YouTube, I've yet to kind of find a niche for live that works for me, and like build my community through YouTube Live, for, whether that be football, boxing, guns, hunting. I'm trying to like figure out for YouTube what's going to be my niche with my community and which community I kind of press towards. because that's what tends to be um, the key factor in getting engagement, getting viewers. Um, yeah. Trying to figure it out on YouTube, that's for sure. I wish I could get my webcam on this laptop to work because I would dual stream. Why? There. Um, I'm not mostly into hunting rifles. I have a wide variety of um, guns, but these two that I have with me right now, I just finished installing bolt lift kits. So this is my son's deer gun, and then this is my big game gun. This is 6.5 Creedmoor and 30-06, and they're both Savage Axis. This is an XP, and this is a Savage Axis 2. Yep, bolt lift kit by Desh Industries. So both guns I just installed the lift kits on, and I adjusted the trigger pull on my son's. It's got the AccuTrigger, and then on my rifle it's an XP and it doesn't have the AccuTrigger. So initially, when I got this gun, I just cut the trigger spring down to lighten up the pull. And one thing I haven't done yet is I tried getting the M Carbo trigger kit, but they won't ship it to me, and no stores locally have it right now. So I ordered this one from Australia. It's made by Gunbloke. So I will possibly install this tonight, maybe do it tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. But we'll see how well this kit works. It doesn't change the degree, so I'm not sure if you own a Savage. I mean, there's quite a few rifles that have this issue, but unlocking the bolt, so basically the bolts slide freely even when you get them factory, but locking and unlocking them is a battle when you first buy the rifles. And then same thing, like even like this gun has 180 rounds through it. This gun I have like probably 1,000 at least rounds through this gun, and even working the action over and over and over, it didn't smooth out. So for Savage, I would say it's a must to get the bolt lift kit, because then you get smooth operation from unlocking to locking. When I first got my rifle, I used to have to like set it there and slam it and work the action, but with the lift kits, it makes everything so much smoother. And then this is mine. It has the fuck, I can't remember what they call the dip on this, but this is factory, and this gun I custom painted. The bolt lift kit is made by Desh Industries, D-E-S-H Industries. It's they're based out of the States. So I had those shipped from the States, and then the trigger kit I had shipped from Australia. Yeah, I've been looking at like one of the next things that I probably want to do to both these guns. So right now on the bolts, so that's just an oversized rubber Hornady bolt ball. So I have that on both the guns. Again, that just helps with having better control on the action, better grip, and then just makes operating the bolt easier. But what company is it? Glades Armory. I've been looking at Glades Armory. They have some really nice Savage bolt handles, many different styles and sizes. So as much as I do enjoy these Hornady oversized bolt balls, I think I would much rather go with the Glades Armory bolt mount handle. The one complaint I have seen people make about them is like whether it be in the case or just travel, people are saying it just gets caught on stuff because it's the bolt handle sticks out quite a bit further. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think it will bother me. I like how they look. One. Another thing that like a lot of people will say is it makes the bolt even that much smoother to operate. .300 Norma Mag, that would be a nice build for sure. I think for me, my next build is going to be 7mm. I want to build a nice long range gun. I do, like, especially, I do a lot of target shooting, and then I do a lot of hunting. My 30-06 is always my go-to. But it would be nice to just have a 7mm long range setup so that if there was a time where I wanted to try and make a 600 to 800 yard shot on an elk, that would be the gun for it. This gun last season, I dropped my elk at 468 yards. And you'll never guess with what scope I used to drop it at 468 yards. And I'll give you one hint, it wasn't this Vortex. So this was after this season, this hunting season. I upgraded to this Vortex. I put the Vortex scope bubble on. I'm trying to watch through my laptop so I can see what you guys are able to see. But yeah, it's a Vortex scope level, and then I have Vortex rings on this. The only thing is these are single bolt mounts. They're Vortex low profile Hunter mounts on a one-piece base. I definitely prefer the quad bolts. So like this, my son's has Burris mounts and Burris base. It's a two-piece base, quad bolt rings. The quad bolt is so much nicer. So I did pick up some Vortex quad mounts for my rifle, but I'm probably gonna wait until next season. The plan is for next season, I will start the season using this scope. My son will use this Bushnell fixed power 4. I want to try and get him in. Like, it's good for up to 150 yards, that scope. 100, you know, easily. So I want to try and get him up close. Teach him, it will be his first deer. So, like, I got him this gun for Christmas. So I could bring him out deer hunting with me. I put that scope on because it's a little more robust and reliable. You don't got to worry about, you know, messing with the zoom. So for a first hunt, I think it's a good setup. I'll get him on his deer within 100 yards. Once he drops his first deer with this setup, I will end up switching him to probably this Vortex scope, and I might even go one step up with Vortex and upgrade my scope. 30-06 can, like 30-06 you can get out to 1,000. Me, I pride myself on being an ethical hunter. So I mean, even with a really good scope, you would have to be so dialed in with your gun, and not only with your gun, um, the conditions. So if it was perfect conditions, good temps, low wind, uh, getting up to like 600 is probably where my comfortability would end with my 30-06 to make ethical shots. So if I don't think I can make an ethical kill, and I like, knock on wood, but every animal I've shot, it's been a one and done. I don't have to keep putting rounds in to have them drop. So yeah, I try and pride myself on being the most ethical that it can possibly be. Um, a one and done kill shot is what I prefer. So with my 30-06, I probably wouldn't take it up to 800 under any conditions. Target shooting all day. I can hit a gong 800 to 1,000, and I'll shoot that all day. But when it comes to hunting, 600 is kind of my mark. And sorry, so I'm like trying to speak to the camera, to my phone that's streaming, and then read the comments on my laptop. It's a little bit easier. If you had the choice between 7mm or 300, what are you choosing? 300 Win Mag? Yeah, for me they're fun to shoot. Uh, I'm so set on the 7mm for building a nice long range rifle, both for hunting and target. But yeah, 300 Win Mags are fun, that's for sure. It's a lot more expensive to target shoot, but 7mm is there. You don't get an abundance of ammo at the stores. Like, it's harder to find the ammo um, than it is 300. It just tends to be a little bit cheaper. And yeah, for scopes, Vortex isn't really a budget scope. Like, they're good scopes. You're looking at least $1,000, um, which is 3 times what I paid for this rifle. Um, or no, not this one. This one I paid, yeah, it's twice as much as what I paid for this gun. I bought this one on sale on Boxing Day. Um, but yeah, Vortex. I can't remember who made the YouTube video, but they like tested all hunting platform style scopes, and Vortex was ranked number 2 in the standings. Yeah, so basically, like the Vortex Crossfire, I would never touch. Like, that's what comes on a lot of guns that come with a scope here. Is it's either the Weaver 3x9x40, or they have the Vortex Crossfire. But yeah, Vortex Crossfires, I wouldn't touch one. I mean, I put it on a 22 for planking, that's about it. Yeah, I use adjustable turrets. Yeah, this Bushnell scope is not adjustable, but on my Vortex it is. It also has the MOA reticle, which I really like. So right now I have this zeroed at 150, and then basically my grid lines take me up to 800 with the setup right now. I am Canadian. Berta, yep. But if I could get dual citizenship, I would definitely have a house in Texas. Oh, nice. Where about in Alberta? Born in New Brunswick. Yeah, I was born in BC. Then I lived in uh, Toronto for a bit. And then moved to Alberta. And I've lived here for 20 years almost. Like altogether, about 20 years in Alberta. Oh yeah, Drayton Valley. Some good coyote hunting out there. Good everything out there. Yeah. I mean, the further north you get, the bigger the animals get. Although for elk, out in Pritis, I don't know if you know where that is. Um, they have some of the best, like trophy hunting for elk out in Pritis. You can't get land access out there, like unless you're family or close friends. Um, Essentially family to somebody who lives out there. Nobody gives any land access out there because of it. So you live in the States right now? I'm just gonna grab a drink. I have not been to Texas yet. My buddy just went for a hog hunt. Well, actually, so he went for um, Christmas holidays. He's got family that lives out there. And he booked a hog hunt out there. Um, Also did like a fishing excursion out there. Um, he tagged quite a bit of animals when he was out there. Brought back, so for um, the Super Bowl on Sunday, he's cooking up wild hog that he got in Texas. So I'll be trying out wild hog for the first time. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I wanted to try and make my way out there with him. But we're doing April 15th, the weekend of April 15th. We're going to go out to Montana and go do a turkey hunt. And then that will be my trial. It will actually be my first time in the States. I've never been to the States. I have a record from when I was younger. So there's a possibility that they turn me away. But I'm going to try and drive into Montana for a turkey hunt. And then if that goes well, Texas would be the next stop. Yeah, he put it in brine yesterday or today. So it will be in brine for a couple days before he actually smokes it. Yeah, I mean, one of the big reasons for wanting to live in Texas, or at least have a house in Texas, would be one, gun rights. Alberta, we don't have great gun rights, just getting worse and worse. Um, so again, not only do I like hunting, I like target shooting. So um, tactical rifles is an asset when it comes to shooting for fun, for pleasure, um, for a different part of the gun community. We basically can't have anything assault style anymore. They just keep putting new guns on the gun buyback program and banning more and more rifles, which is just annoying. So, Texas, you wouldn't have to worry about that. And then also, just for wildlife, hunting out there, um, weather. Don't got to deal with, minus 35 and 4 feet of snow. Yeah, Alberta is. Um, but it's not going to be an easy fight. So, right now, are you out there on like a visa or what's your standing out there that allows you to basically live there? Yeah, I got quite a few buddies in the States, and like looking at their collections, I'm just like, one day, one day. I don't know if it will ever be one day in Alberta, but oh, nice. Yeah, see. Residency and a green card there would definitely be nice to have. yeah, here, like, I still have a few tactical rifles that haven't made it on the list yet. I'll go grab one and I'll show you it. Yeah, it's essential to have, definitely. For me, anyways, it would be. Yeah, concealed carry permit would be nice to have. Yeah, this one's pretty fun. Double banana. You just clip together. Another banana style for this one. And then I got a couple nice 12 gauges. One's the shortest legal barrel we can have with a pistol grip. I got my Benelli Supernova, that's my bird hunting gun. Got a wide arrangement of 22s. Yeah, it's a 1022 platform with the Archangel kit on it. So this Archangel kit is the AR-15 style. It's the Archangel 5.56. Then I have SKS also with the bayonet and the kit on it. SIG MP. Yeah, that would definitely make for a pricey hobby for sure. And then um, I had the Kodiak Defense, but that one on the list. Um, what else? That one on the list. There was another one. I just can't remember. I have, again, a wide arrangement of rifles. Yeah, our 9mm ammo here has actually fucking gotten really cheap over the last 2 years. Where did you send it through? Did you put it in the comments or? It didn't pop up in the comments. Let's check on here. No, it didn't. It didn't come through in the comments. Yeah, it's not popping up. Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, no, it didn't come through. Weird. What was the link to? Is it to a website or? What platform is it? Did you post it on the channel you're commenting off of? That's a crazy thing, is that's one thing I can still get here is 100 round drum mags. That's pretty badass.
Alright, that's working. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over my medium range rifle setup. We're going to start off by going through everything I have on this rifle and why I have it set up in that way. Then we'll break into some shooting at some shorter distances, maybe even shoot longer range to test its capability. Alright, let's get into it. The general idea and philosophy behind this build is I wanted to build a rifle that was able to do all the things a shorter gun can do, but also be able to hit targets out at that 5, 6, 7, maybe even 800 meters. Let's start off by breaking down this build, going through from tip to butt. Alright, starting off with the muzzle, we have a True North Arms reverse suppressor with integrated muzzle brake. The reason I went with this instead of an actual suppressor is, well, I live in Canada, and here in Canada, owning a suppressor makes you a criminal. Next up, the barrel is an 18.6-inch Lockhart Tactical barrel, 1 in 8 twist. 223 Wild. The barrel has a Lockhart Tactical gas block installed on it, backwards. Obviously no gas tube. The reason the gas block is installed backwards is this is actually a straight pull bolt action, and this gas block is solely there just to block the gas port on the barrel. Next up, we have a True North Arms 15-inch M-Log rail. The reason I went with this rail is solely just price. I believe this came out to around
I like that MPXK. I'm trying to find the one with the 60 round drum. Weird, I can't find it. But I did subscribe to your channel. In a yellow sweater. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's it. And the recoil isn't even that crazy. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, the gravity helps you, eh? Strong gravitational pull. Yeah, it's like even my pistol grip sawed-off shotgun. When my buddies shoot that, even two-handed, like I've had a couple buddies drop it, and then like I always let them go first, and then I'll one-hand shoot it after. They're like, I don't know how you do that. Imagine having that as just a spare parts gun. Yeah, and that's 5K USD. So here, that'd be even a lot more. What'd you drop on your MK18? I got the MK upper for 650 with Black Friday deal and a discount code. Had the lower that was already SPR. Had some spare buffers and springs. Basically built the lower with parts I had already. Only bought the upper and yeah, I definitely need to get me a green card. Oh, I thought that said BOG, not BCG. Lone Star, I gave you a subscribe. I checked out your channel. I see you're big into the drag shootouts. Yeah, I'll be sure to come check it out when I make my way over to Texas. What's your problem with Henry lever actions? That was my what I got my son for his first 22. Yeah, never eat the yellow snow. Good old Mountain Dew. Yeah, I was thinking about buying a Henry Mare, the 44 mag. I think it's the Henry Mare's leg. Yeah, this is a Ruger. Yeah, I was. It's a toss up for me whether to go with the 357 or the 44 mag. Yeah, lots of people don't like Savage. These two are Savage. For a budget hunting rifle, I don't mind them. The 64 is a piece of shit. Mhm. This is 30-06, and this is my son's 6.5 Creedmoor, or as many will call it, the Need More or the Bleed More. Yeah, that's what made it more tempting for me. Yeah, my buddy's got a little trapper that shoots 45 ACP. That was fun to shoot. And then he's also got Desert Eagle, gold plated. Yeah, 308 would definitely do the job on hogs. My buddy went for Christmas holidays out in Texas. He's got family out there, and he did some hog hunting, and that's what we're having on Super Bowl Sunday. He's smoking up some hog that he brought back, and he was shooting them with an AR-15. Yeah, in April, me and him, April 15th, the weekend of April 15th, me and him are going to Montana to do a turkey hunt. And then after that, I'm going to plan a hog hunt in Texas with him. Yeah, that would be a fun gun to take out hog hunting. I would definitely like to join you on one of those trips. Subsonic's such a waste of money. I don't know why people would even buy that round or that ammunition. My buddy bought some subsonic rounds for his 30-30, and I swear to God, you watched the bullet lob at like even 100 yards. Yeah, that's actually one time I will buy it myself too, is for the 22s. That and the bird shot for 22s, that's also fun. And then for my semi-auto 22s, I just run the M22 tactical ammo. And then that's a fun round for 12 gauge. Custom defense ammunitions, other uses, hogs, deer, predator. Small batch manufactured for accuracy in every shot, high quality components. Custom made for enhanced accuracy. That's a double-aught buckshot. Yeah, CCI is the way to go. The stingers are really good. Um, uh, what's the other one by CCI? Hornady Coyote Buckshot. Double-aught buck. Yeah. I also like these ones. The Power Shock Rifled Slug by Federal for 12 gauge. I like a lot of Federal. Like that's the steel shot I use for upland birds. That's 7.5 shot. I just use these for shooting clays. Those for duck and geese. Steel BB shot. Yeah, I have a shit ton of Federal 22 LR ammo. And then with my 30-06, for hunting, I prefer to use the Deer Season XP made by Winchester. My gun really likes that, this one. And then for long range shooting targets, I use the Hornady, or so I got these ones. Where are they? That one's not my case. The Precision Hunters, 178 grain LDEX. So I'll shoot those long range target shooting. And that's my go-to hunting round. That's what I keep my mags full of. They have a nice tip on them. Yeah, see, for the longest time, I was gonna buy a 410 and then have my son use that for grouse. But the price of 410 ammo here is brutal, and then like it's always low stock. Yeah, the white box here, they always have an abundance and it's always on sale. Like, it's fairly cheap ammo. Yeah, same thing here. 20 gauge is also like, it's not worth buying. Like 12 gauge, if you just select the right shot size, it's versatile enough to not have to need a 20 or a 410. So for my hunting 12 gauge, I have a Benelli Supernova. Yeah, I can agree with you there why it would be a fan favorite. It's just same thing, like finding the ammunition when you want it or need it, and then coughing up the price. I'm just like, ah, fuck it. But I was looking at a really nice youth 20 gauge that Winchester makes. Um, it's hard to pass it up. I might get it. And it'll be my son's gun, and then obviously I'll use it here and there. Yeah, I have the 590S, the Shockwave. Yeah, it's like my little cheapie made by Canuck. I can do 7 in 1. That's if they're 2 3/4. 2 3/4, I can do 7 in 1. Yeah, that's what it is the Mossberg Maverick. I'm almost positive that's the one I was looking at for my son. Yeah, it's fuck, man. Getting aftermarket support for anything here is not easy. I just had to get a buddy in the States to ship me the bolt lift kits for these Savages made by Desh Industries. And then for my trigger kit, I had to go in Australia to get a trigger kit here because M Carbo wouldn't ship to me. Yeah, it keeps going on sale at Bass Pro, so that's probably going to be one of the next purchases. And it's a sleek looking shotgun. I like it. Yeah, I'm in Canada. And when it comes to politics or regulations and laws, it's unfortunate. I'm still trying to figure out a way how I stick my flag in Texas soil.